Hi, my name is Dave Richmond. I'm the CEO of Comcade Software and the co-chair of the EO Accelerator for the Bay Area.
And I'm Paige from Kennedy Events, and I'm the chair-elect for the chapter.
So I want to first introduce you to the Entrepreneurs Organization. The Entrepreneurs Organization is the largest volunteer-led organization in the world supporting entrepreneurs. There's over 14,000 members in 61 countries, and there's 198 chapters, almost 200 chapters. A sub-organization of EO is the EO Accelerator. There's 63 accelerator programs in 22 different countries, and there's over 1,200 active participants in the accelerator program. And we're going to tell you a little bit more about how the accelerator is set up and the Bay Area chapter of the accelerator.
One of the key aspects that I took away from Cash Day was the theory of the 1% rule. The theory of the 1% rule is you can make small micro improvements in your business and get significantly better results than not. So how I applied this in my business was I looked at our labor costs and actually looked at our staffing calendar and made some adjustments on what shifts we were actually open, or I adjusted the hours that we were open in the business. And I actually saw no reduction in our profit or no reduction in our top line revenue, but actually saw a 25% reduction in our labor costs. And it made a significant impact in my business without putting in a ton of effort. It was really valuable. One other way that I've applied the 1% rule is I look at it from a business owner perspective. You know, when I go to these learning days, I walk away with so many different areas that I want to improve. And for me, I set a goal of what's one thing I can walk away from and implement. And it's been so tremendous in my development as a business owner, and overall as my business has grown, it helps me stay focused. So I'm a big fan of the 1% rule.
EOA Bay Area is focused on helping business owners who are committed to taking actions to grow their business over $1 million. Dave, would you talk about how Accelerator supports its members?
Of course. Thanks, Paige. The mission of the Accelerator is to empower the entrepreneur members with tools, accountability, and community. And when we talk about tools, the way we support them is through 4 quarterly learning days. The learning days content is based upon information provided by the founder of the EO organization, Vern Harnish, and the topics of the 4 learning days is cash, strategy, execution, and people. The accountability is referring to monthly accountability group meetings with your peers and a trained coach who helps to support the entrepreneurs on a more intimate monthly basis. And then finally, part of our mission is to build the strongest community of entrepreneurs to support one another. And this is really shown through during the time of COVID and the different challenges that entrepreneurs have been having to face.
Hi, everybody. I'm Daphne, and I just want to tell you a little bit about the accountability groups at the Accelerator. So what I love about them is that they've taught me how to create board decks. I really looked into my financials. We started looking at different financials for our business. And one of the ones that I love the most is net profit, because I hadn't focused on profit very much. And I was always trying to grow my revenue, but not looking at how profitable I was. And that really changed like everything for my business. And the other thing that happened to me during the accountability groups, well, lots of things have happened. It's been so amazing, is that I was trying to find a new direction to go in during COVID, and just kept trying to find these different things to focus on. And my lovely, amazing, wonderful coach actually suggested, well, why don't you take a step back, take a breather, because I sometimes don't do that, and look at your cash flow. So I developed this big cash flow spreadsheet under his guidance and started looking at what money was coming in, what money was going out. And that kind of gave me a lot of peace of mind to make better decisions for my business. And here I still am enjoying the Accelerator. Hope you can join us.
Of the 3 pillars, there's the tools that we provide you through 4 learning days. And the learning days are set up as in-person learning days where the entrepreneurs will work together. There's time to work on your business as well as learning new tools to help you scale your business. And it's also a time to build community and socialize together. And it's been a really powerful experience for the members to participate in that.
And as you mentioned, there are 4 areas that we cover. So each day has a different theme. There's cash, strategy, execution, and people. We focus on each of those and we cram a ton of information into a day.
Hi, I'd like to share with you my experience at 2 of the learning days, People Day and Execution Day. I had struggled with getting the right people on my team and what my business actually needed for over a year. At People Day, there was a prompt, would I hire the same people today? And it made me realize that I needed to make some changes. Based on what I learned that day, I moved one team member into a new role that was more clearly defined and was a better use of her strengths. I had to let 2 team members go. They were delightful people, but they just weren't right for my business and the goals that I had anymore. I hired a new person based on the results I needed from that specific role, and I was clear on what I was looking for and what I needed that person to be able to accomplish to make my company more successful. After making those staffing changes, I attended Execution Day 3 months later. Because of Execution Day, we were able to implement a version of the daily huddle that I had never thought I could do with a virtual, different time zone, part-time, location dispersed team, but it's made a world of difference. The team is now aligned around the one thing, which is a Rockefeller habit I chose to implement after that day. And because we're all communicating on a daily basis, everybody on the team knows each other better. They communicate and they share the workload. And I'm involved less because everyone else knows what the other person is working on and who they can go to get support or get answers. Now, my team is my favorite part of my business.
The next pillar is the accountability groups. And these are set up as monthly meetings, and each accountability group has 4 or 5 entrepreneur members in them typically, and it's led by a coach that's trained to support the entrepreneurs in helping scale their businesses. And we work with entrepreneurs to put together board decks that are updated monthly, where the members are making commitments to the group and to the coach, and we help support them in following through on their commitments. And it's a way to continually make progress in their business over the course of the year.
What I've learned from the accountability groups is the importance of having other colleagues that are also entrepreneurs. A lot of my friends and family members are employees, so having a platform and a space to talk about some of the struggles that I faced as a business owner in my accountability group every month has been really helpful. I believe that we're an average of the 5 people we surround ourselves with, and some of the people in my accountability group have become my closest friends and no longer just colleagues. So it's nice to have a place where I can be myself, but also talk about some of the issues that I face as a business owner and entrepreneur.
As I mentioned earlier, the Accelerator is designed to support entrepreneurs who are committed to taking on a journey to exceed $1 million of revenue. And that journey requires some specific criteria in the entrepreneurs who join as members. And so when the entrepreneur applies to the Accelerator, we go through a screening process where we ask a series of questions and we evaluate a number of things around from the entrepreneurs. One is their business generating annualized revenue of more than $250,000? Are they committed to take actions to grow their business? Do they own more than 50% of their business? And are they able to commit to attend the quarterly and the monthly meetings? And so those are some of the criteria that we're looking at and use to determine whether or not to extend an invitation to the potential members.
So if that sounds exciting to you, and that sounds like you, we'd love to help you grow your business to the $1 million mark and beyond, and join EO.
Great, thanks, Paige. So if that seems like a program and something that you're interested in learning more about and signing up, please go and fill out the application, and then that will be the start on your journey towards making $1 million. And we'll reach out as a follow-up once you fill out the application.
It's great. We can't wait to connect with you.